We've been servicing Sun City, Surprise, and all of the greater West Valley for 5 years for senior mobility scooters, sales and repairs.
Robert Highsmith owns Arizona Mobility Scooters. His business is hurting.
I can say that it's dropped almost off the cliff.
So he applied for a loan for $9,000 through the federal government's Paycheck Protection Program. He went through one of Arizona's big banks, and that is where he hit a brick wall.
They said, "Oh, you're in the queue. We're going to get to you right away. You're in the first group." Well, that's never happened after 4 phone calls and 5 or 6 other emails. Nothing.
Highsmith did not get the loan, and it turns out he's not alone. Our investigation showed Arizona ranked dead last in PPP loans per capita. One of the problems is the state has fewer banks, and most of the ones that are here are big banks that tend to cater to their big customers.
We're eligible to be another lender, another door for small businesses in Arizona to take advantage of the payroll protection program.
David Adame is the CEO of Chicanos por la Causa. It's not a bank, but is allowed to issue small loans through the PPP. They wanted to ramp it up, but have not been able to raise more capital. This week, they went to the Maricopa County Industrial Development Authority, but were turned down.
It wasn't a no against our agency. It was a no to small businesses in Arizona.
Throughout the state, businesses have few small community-based options. Arizona has 13 community banks, while Utah has 30. Colorado has 74, and New Mexico has 34. In those and other states, community banks have been credited with getting more PPP loans processed for small businesses.
They're going to be in and out.
So Robert Highsmith has switched his loan application for the next round of PPP funding to a small community bank here in the Valley.
Most of these companies and the smaller banks want to see their businesses thrive and take on new accounts.
So community banks were created to help small businesses within the community. In 2008, Arizona had 57 of them. Now we're down to just 13. Brandon, Chris, back to you guys.
Morgan, explain this to me. It baffles me as to why we have so few of those community banks in the state of Arizona. Why is that?
Yeah, so I spoke to somebody today who's in the community banking business for 40 years. Here in Arizona, and he said that the recession took a few of them, but most of them were actually taken over or bought out by bigger banks. You know, our economy here in Arizona is so dynamic that it makes these small banks really appealing targets for the bigger banks. So, you know, that kind of success in our state is actually, this is sort of a downside to it.